Each year, doctors write millions of prescriptions with the assurance of protecting health, but concealed within that assurance is a dangerous truth. Some of the most frequent pills given to seniors might actually undermine the very organ they're meant to protect, the heart. These are not rare or experimental medications. They're drugs found in nearly every medicine cabinet. Pills for reflux, for pain, for cholesterol, for blood pressure. And yet, leading cardiologists and heart surgeons now warn that when taken long-term or without careful monitoring, they can quietly deplete nutrients, stiffen arteries, cause dangerous rhythms, and even increase the risk of heart failure. Here's the surprising part. According to the American Heart Association, more than 70 of adults over 60 take at least one of these drugs every single day. Can you imagine that? Most assume side effects are just part of aging, when in reality, the pill itself could be the silent culprit. In this video, we'll expose 7 pills that might be destroying senior hearts. Every one is backed by research. Every one is hiding risks most patients never hear about in the doctor's office. And you won't want to miss number 2. It's one of the most prescribed pills on the planet, and its side effects may just shock you. Now, let's begin. Acid reflux pills. They're in almost every senior's medicine cabinet. Acid reflux pills, the ones doctors give out for heartburn or GERD, are among the most commonly prescribed drugs in the world. At first glance, they appear harmless. They stop that burn in your chest and make meals more comfortable. But here's the shocking truth. Extended use of these pills can quietly harm your heart. Here's the reason why. Acid reflux pills function by blocking stomach acid. But stomach acid is not just a nuisance. It's vital for absorbing minerals like magnesium and vitamins like B12. Studies from the Mayo Clinic and the American Journal of Medicine have revealed that when stomach acid is suppressed for too long, magnesium levels can plummet. And when magnesium is low, your heart's electrical system can become unstable. That's when dangerous issues like palpitations, irregular rhythms, and even sudden cardiac arrest can occur. It doesn't end there. Research from Stanford University discovered that seniors taking these pills long-term had a 20 greater risk of heart attack compared to those not using them. Yet, shockingly, a Johns Hopkins review found that nearly half of all seniors on acid reflux pills didn't even require them anymore. The prescription simply kept getting renewed. So, what is the safer approach? For many, simple adjustments like avoiding late-night meals, losing a bit of weight around the midsection, and reducing alcohol can lessen reflux naturally. And if medication is still required, short-term options are available that don't strip away your heart's essential fuel. The bottom line is, what seems like a quick solution for heartburn could slowly weaken the very organ you are trying to protect. Now, let's continue. 6. Painkillers. They are in almost every kitchen drawer. Bottles of ibuprofen, naproxen, and other painkillers. Seniors use them for arthritis, back pain, sore knees, or headaches. They appear harmless because you can get them over the counter. But what many don't realize is that these common pills can silently strain and even harm the heart. You'll see why this matters in just a moment. Painkillers work by reducing inflammation by blocking certain enzymes in the body. But those exact same enzymes also help protect the heart and blood vessels. When they are shut down, blood pressure can rise, blood can get thicker, and the arteries can stiffen. According to the American Heart Association, regular use of ibuprofen or naproxen raises the risk of heart attack or stroke, particularly in adults over 60. One large Danish study followed over 100,000 people and found that seniors taking these pills every day had a 31% higher risk of cardiac arrest compared to those who did not. Even short-term use can carry risks. Doctors at the Cleveland Clinic warn that just 1 week of high-dose painkillers might be enough to cause heart rhythm changes in vulnerable patients. The cruel twist is that many seniors think these pills are safer than prescription medications because they are available over the counter. But that false sense of security can lead to daily use and cumulative damage to the heart. Safer strategies include alternating with acetaminophen for mild pain, applying heat or cold therapy, or asking your doctor about lower-dose heart-safe alternatives. And if painkillers are truly necessary, doctors advise using the lowest effective dose for the shortest time possible. And this is only the beginning, because the next pill on our list doesn't simply raise blood pressure. It can quietly prepare the stage for something much worse. 5. Diabetes pills. For millions of seniors, diabetes pills are a daily necessity. They assist in lowering blood sugar, reducing complications, and maintaining steady energy. But some of these medications, especially older ones like rosiglitazone, come with a hidden price: serious harm to the heart. Rosiglitazone was once celebrated as a breakthrough for type 2 diabetes, but in just a few years, studies started to uncover a darker side. Research published in the New England Journal of Medicine showed that patients on it faced a 43% higher risk of heart attack and a notable increase in heart failure hospitalizations. The FDA eventually put out strong warnings, but not before millions of seniors had already been exposed to it. The danger is in how these drugs function. They make the body more sensitive to insulin, but they can also cause fluid retention, increase blood pressure, and put additional strain on the heart muscle. For a senior with already compromised arteries, that extra stress could tip the scales toward heart failure. A study in the Journal of the American Medical Association tracked thousands of seniors and confirmed that long-term use of rosiglitazone was connected to higher cardiovascular deaths. And yet in some areas of the world, this pill or others in the same class are still being prescribed. The safer route. Newer diabetes drugs like SGLT2 inhibitors have actually been demonstrated to protect the heart while lowering blood sugar. Lifestyle changes, such as daily walking, cutting back on refined carbs, and building muscle strength, can also significantly improve blood sugar control without adding more stress to the heart. It's a stark reminder, not all advances in medicine are truly progress. Some miracle pills might end up causing more problems than they solve. And if you find that shocking, just wait until you hear about the next pill. It's prescribed not just for a single condition, but for dozens. And the harm it does to the heart is frequently disguised as just normal aging. 4. Steroids. Steroids are frequently prescribed to seniors for arthritis flare-ups, asthma, autoimmune conditions, or even skin issues. Pills like prednisone can feel like a miracle drug. Swelling subsides, pain diminishes, and breathing gets easier. But concealed behind those quick results is a substantial toll on the heart. Steroids cause the body to retain salt and water. That excess fluid doesn't just lead to swollen ankles, it raises blood pressure and makes the heart pump harder. Over time, this constant strain can thicken the heart muscle and stiffen the arteries, creating the ideal conditions for heart failure. A large study published in the British Medical Journal discovered that seniors using steroids long-term were 2 times as likely to develop cardiovascular disease as those who didn't. Even short courses taken for just a few weeks have been associated with spikes in blood pressure and dangerous rhythm shifts. The risks don't stop there. Steroids elevate blood sugar, increase cholesterol, and weaken bones, all of which make the heart's job more difficult. For seniors already managing multiple health conditions, this combination of side effects can be devastating. Doctors often prescribe steroids because they offer rapid relief. But experts now urge caution. Non-steroidal options, physical therapy, or targeted lifestyle adjustments may offer safer long-term solutions without overloading the heart. What feels like short-term relief can quietly become long-term damage, especially when the heart is already vulnerable. 3. Heart rhythm pills. It sounds almost paradoxical. Pills given to correct irregular heartbeats can, in some cases, make the issue worse. Drugs like amiodarone or flecainide are potent antiarrhythmics, often prescribed to seniors with atrial fibrillation or other rhythm disorders. But these very same medications can silently weaken the heart they are intended to stabilize. Amiodarone, for instance, can slow the heartbeat excessively, resulting in extreme fatigue, dizziness, and fainting spells. It also accumulates in tissues over time, creating toxic effects that may not surface right away. Research in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology has connected long-term amiodarone use with a higher risk of heart block and worsening heart failure in vulnerable seniors. Flecainide, another frequent choice, can be hazardous in patients with pre-existing heart disease. The cardiac arrhythmia suppression trial showed that drugs in this category could actually increase the risk of sudden death when administered to patients with previous heart attacks. What started as a treatment ultimately became a threat. For some patients, these drugs are essential, but for others, the risks may outweigh the benefits. Today, cardiologists often resort to newer rhythm control methods, such as catheter ablation, or use safer medications in carefully chosen patients. The lesson is a sobering one: even pills created specifically for the heart can, under the wrong circumstances, place it in greater peril. 2. Blood pressure pills. Beta blockers and similar blood pressure medications have saved countless lives. They slow the heart rate, lower blood pressure, and ease the strain on the arteries. For many seniors, they are deemed essential. But here is the paradox. In certain older adults, these pills might do more harm than good. By slowing the heartbeat too much, beta blockers can diminish the amount of blood and oxygen getting to vital organs. Seniors often report dizziness, fatigue, or feeling lightheaded, symptoms easily confused with normal aging. Study in the Journal of the American Medical Association revealed that older patients on beta blockers after a heart attack had no clear survival advantage if they had no other heart issues, yet they faced higher risks of bradycardia, falls, and hospital stays. Another problem is how these drugs interact with aging. As the heart muscle naturally weakens, beta blockers can tip the scales toward heart failure by keeping the heart from pumping with enough force. Research from the European Heart Journal demonstrated that frail seniors taking beta blockers were more prone to developing heart failure compared to younger, more robust patients on the same medication. Doctors still prescribe them broadly, often as a one-size-fits-all treatment, but experts now highlight the importance of tailoring these pills meticulously to each patient. Lifestyle interventions like walking, cutting back on salt, and strengthening leg muscles can lower blood pressure naturally without slowing the heart to dangerous levels. What was once seen as a gold standard for heart protection is now being re-evaluated, especially for seniors whose hearts cannot afford to be slowed down anymore. 1. Cholesterol pills. Statins, the most prescribed cholesterol-lowering drugs in the world. Names like atorvastatin or simvastatin are known to millions of seniors, taken daily with the assurance of protecting arteries and preventing heart attacks. But beneath that assurance are risks many patients are never told about, and they go directly to the heart itself. Statins function by blocking cholesterol production in the liver, but in doing so, they also obstruct the pathway that produces coenzyme Q10, a compound every single heart cell requires to generate energy. Without sufficient CoQ10, the heart muscle gets tired easily, leading to weakness, fatigue, and in some instances, heart failure. A study in the American Journal of Cardiology found that long-term statin use was consistently linked with reduced CoQ10 levels and impaired heart muscle function in older adults. Muscle breakdown is another risk. While many are aware that statins can cause leg or back pain, few know that in rare but serious cases, this muscle damage can extend to the heart itself. Research from the European Heart Journal has connected statin-induced muscle issues to impaired cardiac performance, especially in seniors already dealing with frailty. The debate doesn't stop there. A large analysis in the BMJ discovered that while statins do lower cholesterol, the absolute benefit for preventing heart attacks in older adults was much smaller than most people think. Yet the risks of side effects, including diabetes and muscle deterioration, were greater. That isn't to say statins are always a bad choice. For high-risk patients they can be life-saving, but for seniors with borderline cholesterol, the balance might tip the other way, silently trading heart strength for a number on a lab report. What was intended to protect the heart may, in certain seniors, slowly wear away its power from the inside. We've just reviewed 7 of the most common pills found in senior medicine cabinets: pills for reflux, pain, diabetes, inflammation, heart rhythm, blood pressure, and cholesterol. Each one is prescribed with the goal of helping, yet each one carries hidden risks that can quietly undermine the very organ they are supposed to protect. The research is undeniable. Long-term use without careful supervision can deplete nutrients, stiffen arteries, trigger dangerous rhythms, and in some cases, even shorten a person's life. And here is the sobering reality. Most seniors who feel the fatigue, dizziness, or swelling from these drugs just assume it's part of getting old. In truth, the pill bottle on the nightstand could be the silent culprit. This doesn't mean you should stop any medication by yourself, never do that. But it does mean you should ask better questions. Talk to your doctor. Ask if the dose is still right, if safer alternatives are available, and whether lifestyle changes could replace or lower your need for these drugs. In many situations, small adjustments to your diet, exercise, or daily routines can protect your heart more effectively than another prescription ever could. Because when it comes to your heart, every single beat matters. Don't let a pill that was meant to help you become the reason it fails. If you found this video enlightening, please share it with a friend or family member who takes these medications. And for more science-backed health insights, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss out on tips that could safeguard your health and extend your life. Your heart deserves nothing less. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so you never miss new videos.